We'll ask Bo the first question. You know, Bo was originally supposed to wrestle Yoel at our first event. You know, how are you feeling, you know, with the outcome of Pat and Yoel, and then you, you know, taking your interim belt, and you having to come back to challenge for the belt?
Yeah, I'm excited. I think that for me, this is a matchup that it was never, you know, one that was on my mind. It was just, you know, something that we're different generations, and I think that's one of the coolest things about RAF is we're able to put together matchups like this. So, you know, I'm ready to go, I'm prepared, and looking forward to, you know, competing against a guy who's a legend.
Bo, back here. It seems like a lot of the questions some of the athletes are getting were, what advice do you have for Bo Nickal? What advice do you have for Bo Nickal? Has that been like a common thing since this matchup was announced from not just competitors, but from other people?
No, not really. I mean, I think that he had a great performance in his last match, and that was exciting to see for me because I want to compete against the best guys in the world. And so, you know, for me, anytime I go into a competition, it's focusing on myself and what I need to do out there, and I'm just grateful to have a guy on the other side that's going to bring it for sure.
And Yoel, what does this matchup mean to you? It's finally here, you versus Bo Nickal. You had a great performance against Pat Downey in your last appearance. What does this matchup mean to you tomorrow night?
Somebody is translating Spanish because I want to understand everything. Just sit next to him. Claudia can do it all. Buenas a todos presentes, muchas gracias por estar acá. Para mí es un grandísimo placer, pues siempre una lucha es un gran reto y creo que esto no va a ser menos, ¿no? que la última vez que pude hacer la pelea acá en RAF.
Very grateful for being here. He has a lot of respect for Bo, but he doesn't expect anything different than the previous time against Bo Nickal.
Luchar para mí siempre es un gran placer. Es lo que he hecho de niño y estar acá compitiendo de nuevo para mí es un gran reto. Bueno, estoy tomando con la misma seriedad de siempre y traté de dar lo mejor de mí, así que esperen al sábado.
He said he's been wrestling his whole life since he was a little kid. He's very excited about it, but he has the utmost confidence and he's going to take care of business.
Todos los atletas son diferentes, claramente, y hay que estudiarlos y ponerle la atención requerida. Y Bo Nickal es un atleta extraordinario.
He's done his homework and he's ready to take out Bo. He's feeling very good about it. He's been wrestling his whole life and he's studied a lot of film and he's ready.
Así que como es un atleta extraordinario, hay que entrenar extraordinariamente.
He said he's been training and he's been focusing and continuing training and looked at film, so he's ready.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Question for Bo over here. As you heard, Pat was saying, you know, to go for the knees, you know, to not kind of go against him at what he's best at. I'm not sure if you can reveal the game plan, but does part of you want to test yourself where he is best at, given, you know, his legendary status in both MMA and the wrestling world?
I'm going to compete the same way I always compete, and you know, for me the opponent doesn't really matter. I'm going to go out there and you know, do my stuff. I think that as you have seen in many matches with me, you know, it doesn't matter if it's you know, dual meet with 100 people there or the national finals, or you know, I'm going to go out there and bring it and let it rip. And yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow, but I'm confident and ready to go.
And for Joel, what do you think of Bo Nickal's level, and is this someone that you've been watching? Obviously, a big generational gap between you two.
Gracias por recordarme que tengo unos cuantos años. Es un placer tener unos cuantos años en la vida y aún con la edad que tengo, estar compitiendo para mí es una bendición. No veo la edad como como un impedimento.
He said he's very aware that he's a little older, but he says with age comes knowledge, and he's excited. He's been wrestling. He's very experienced, and he's looking forward to it.
Así que no veo la edad ni el tiempo que haya de distancia entre nosotros dos, si es más joven, si es más viejo. Para mí eso no es un pretexto.
He said he doesn't worry about his age. He doesn't care about the age gap. He's a wrestler, and to him it's the exact same thing. He's wrestling the same way as before, and he's ready to go.
Todos sabemos que para que un buen vino sea bueno, hay que tenerle tiempo en el baúl.
He says everybody knows as time goes on, you become a better wrestler, you become more experienced. So he looks at his age as more experienced, and he's more ready to go.
Les invito a todos a tomar de este vino mañana.
He says tomorrow night we're gonna have a celebration, we're gonna have some wine.
Yo no tomo.
He don't drink.
Bo, from all the killers that you've faced, when you look at Yoel Romero, where does he stack up amongst all the wrestling competition you've faced so far?
I mean, he has to be near the top. You know, the guy's a legend. He's competed at a high level in multiple disciplines, and he's a guy that was a world medalist, Olympic medalist, and so he's definitely one of the best guys I've ever faced. And I think a lot of people talk about his age, but I mean, the guy's a freak, so I don't really think you can factor that in. And I'm definitely not factoring it in, definitely not taking him for granted, and looking to just go out there and do my thing. It's just, it's another match for me, but every match I have is a big match. So it's been that way since I was a little kid, and I'll be ready to perform.
And both you guys have your core in wrestling, but you obviously have your mixed martial arts career. He's got a bare knuckle fight coming up. How has your preparation changed for this wrestling match from your MMA training, knowing you have Yoel Romero across from you?
Yeah, well, I'm really blessed and fortunate to be able to train at Penn State with the Nickal Wrestling Club. So, for me, that's never left. Since I transitioned over to fighting, I've continued to train with the best guys in the world, and that's just something that I'm always going to do. And when RAF came about, I felt ready to go and ready to compete with some of the best guys because of that. I think that a lot of people transition to MMA and they just completely maybe abandon the wrestling, but that hasn't been the case for me. So, I feel confident.
Soldier of God, final prediction for you tomorrow evening. How do you have your hand raised?
Boom, booms, boom, booms, Romero, boom, booms, boom, booms, Romero. That's when I hear tomorrow night.
He plans on winning.
Alec from Homify. My question's for Bo. Bo, you've been a massive favorite a few times in your UFC career, and you've said you don't really mind the pressure, you don't feel any extra pressure from that. Tomorrow you're listed as a minus 550 favorite. Are you surprised by how big that number is?
No, I'm not super surprised. I mean, I think you factor everything in and it makes sense. But yeah, as far as pressure goes, I've been feeling like I'm the favorite and I should win every match that I go into since I started. I never go into a match feeling like I'm not going to win. I think anybody that's a competitor feels that same way. And so, for me, I look at myself as the favorite and anytime I go into a competition, and that's nothing new.
Question over here, Yoel. Are you surprised at all? I guess opposite way that Bo is such a heavy favorite compared to you.
Realmente pienso que Bo es un extraordinario luchador.
No matter who he's wrestling, he plans on winning regardless.
Para mí la lucha, aunque me vean aquí de esta forma así bien alegre, para mí la lucha es lo más serio que hay.
He says regardless of how you see him now, how he's sitting here, wrestling is the most serious thing that he does right now.
Simplemente que estoy feliz.
It makes him happy, and that's why he wrestles. He continues to wrestle because it makes him happy.
Si me ven así es porque estoy feliz.
And that's why he smiles, because he enjoys what he's doing, and he's a wrestler and he's ready.
Estoy haciendo lo que he hecho toda mi vida.
He's been wrestling his whole life.
Por eso que estoy muy feliz. Le doy muchas gracias a mi amigo, al jefe del CEO. Estoy muy feliz de acá de de estar pudiendo estar compitiendo en lo que he sido siempre reconocido a través del mundo.
And that since he's been doing this since his whole life, he's very grateful. He's very grateful for Izzy Martinez and Chad and everybody on RAF staff, and grateful for the opportunity. But he's happy to wrestle. So when you look at him, he may seem happy. He is happy because he loves what he's doing and he's ready to wrestle.
Todavía a esta edad poder estar compitiendo junto con atletas extraordinarios, actuales campeones mundiales, actuales subcampeones olímpicos, para mí es un gran honor.
He's very privileged and blessed to be on such a card with so many NCAA champions and world champions and people that have wrestled at the world level. So he looks at that as a blessing and he's very grateful for the opportunity.
Siendo honesto con ustedes y conmigo mismo, para mí ya es un triunfo estar acá.
He's ready. He's grateful to be here right now. And once again, he's ready to wrestle. He's happy to be here. And that's the reason he shows so much happiness when he talks.
Encomiendo en las manos de Dios toda la organización.
And with everybody, with God, he's blessed to be here with everybody. He's grateful to Jesus and God.
De todos los luchadores de mañana, encomiendo que todos sus cuerpos salgan mañana ilesos.
He hopes everybody wrestles to the top of their ability tomorrow. So it's not just about one person, it's about everybody leaving it on the line. All wrestlers wrestling to the best of their ability to put on a good show.
Que mi oponente salga ileso y que dé lo mejor de sí.
And he hopes Bo's ready and brings his best tomorrow.
También deseo lo mismo para mí.
And everybody else and himself
Y
included.
que toda la familia de la lucha salga mañana contento de la cartelera que se va a dar mañana.
And more importantly, he wants to make sure that everybody that comes tomorrow, all the fans and everybody that's viewing, that they leave knowing that they had a great opportunity to watch the matches and that they saw phenomenal wrestling from everybody included.
Que todos cuando salgamos mañana de la arena diga wow, it's an amazing show.
We got one last question.
What is it like, American Top Team? You see the representation, it's in South Florida, and just having the American Top Team be a part of all this, was that part of the plan coming into this?
No, I am American Top Team.
Me too.
No, you know.
What?
Me.
I have a gym in Pennsylvania, American Top Team gym. 100% American Top Team.
Pero yo
You were
He said he
before
gets
me.
priority because he's doing it before you.
Hey, come on.
Okay, well, we're gonna move on to the next group. Thanks, Bo. Thanks, you all.
Thank you.
Colby, Luke, thank you.